Yo, what's going on, you guys? And welcome back to the Anime Plus podcast. This is your podcast for everything anime and anime related. Today is another news edition episode where we go over this week's anime news, sometimes manga, gaming, and entertainment. But if this is your first time here, I'm your boy Aray, and I'm with my co-host Aunn. Aunn, bro, how we doing, bro?
Doing good, bro. Chilling. Um, Good to be back, bro. Hell yeah.
Sarah, bro. If you guys are listening, this might be a day or two late, but it's all good. We got you guys covered. You feel me?
Hell yeah. Bringing you everything and anything anime related. You heard?
All right, so as always, we're going to start off with one of the more entertaining stories for today. So, remember last week we talked about Jojoday?
Yeah.
So, obviously, we had the biggest reveal of that JoJo Part 7 Steel Ball Run is coming out. Get an anime adaptation for that. There's also some smaller news, not really news per se, but just kind of a fun little thing that they did for us. They had a poll for everyone's favorite episode for each different part. So, we have the results of which was the best episode for each part.
For JoJo's?
Yes, sir.
Let's get it.
All right. Obviously, it's going to be hard to go off of which episode is which because we're going to name like episode 20. Like you're not going to know off the top of your head, but
Exactly, yeah.
we're still going to let you guys know and then you can always go back and check it out. So for the first part, Phantom Blood, they had episode 1 as the best episode in that arc.
What was Phantom Blood?
That was just like how it started off, like the origins of D.
Oh, okay, yeah. And it pretty much depicted like the origin story of JoJo and Dio, basically.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay. Bro, that's origin story was type crazy.
Yeah, right. It's kind of crazy how it all started from that, right?
It was also deceptive. This freaking demon.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. The next one was Battle Tendency. It was episode 20 that won the title of the best episode in that arc. All right. Next up, we got Stardust Crusaders, which honestly, bro, this is probably my favorite one of all the JoJos. That was episode 48, Long Journey Farewell, my friend. So I'm assuming that's the last episode. Obviously, don't remember off the top of my head, but probably was, right?
Stardust Crusaders. Let me see.
And the title of the episode was Long Journey Farewell, my friend. So that's got to be the last episode.
Yeah, probably.
All right. Next up, we got Diamond is Unbreakable, episode 10. Let's go eat some Italian food.
Stardust Crusaders was really nice.
Yeah, that was my favorite one.
It was the that
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, that shit was fire.
All right. Next up, we got Golden Wind, which was the one in Italy, which was pretty fire. Episode 28 won the title Beneath a Sky on the Surge of Falling. I'm assuming that's right before like a battle or something like that. And then
Yeah, I
last,
didn't watch Golden Wind yet.
okay,
What was the one before Golden Wind?
Diamond is Unbreakable. That's the one in Japan.
Yeah, so I think this was the one that I kind of um fell off on, honestly. It was all over the place. This was the one that was all over the place, right?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, it was the guy with the Pomodoro. Pomodoro?
Yes.
Yeah, that was the one that was all over the place. I still need to watch the next one.
Yeah, Golden Wind is good, bro. That's like a mafia one, so I think you might enjoy that one.
I think I'll just skip Unbreakable and just go straight to the new one.
What's up? All right, and
Yeah.
then the last one was Stone Ocean, episode 38. It's a Wonderful World. That was the one that won the best one in that arc.
Stone Ocean. Okay. That's like female JoJo?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And then if we take all 190 episodes and vote on which one had the most votes, it would be Young Caesar, which was the winner of Battle Tendency. So that was the second arc.
Sheesh. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And people say One Piece is long, bro. This shit got 200 episodes.
All right, you want to go to the next one?
Yeah, let's get it.
All right, so this is kind of sad news, bro. We're gonna start off with some bad news and then we kind of move on from here. But do you remember how we were talking about Astro Royale?
Astro Royale.
So that's a series done by the same creator as Tokyo Revengers. It's in the Weekly Shonen Jump.
Okay. And what's it about?
I couldn't tell you the synopsis because I never actually started reading it, but if I'm not wrong, it was something like battling in space or with powers or something like that. But you can tell by the character designs, they're very Tokyo Revengers-esque.
The guy in the middle looks like he's somebody from Tokyo Revengers, straight up.
Yeah. Even on the left and
Yeah,
right.
yeah, 100%. I feel like I've seen that guy in the middle, like for some reason.
Yeah, so we actually got some bad news about the series on.
Sheesh, what's going on?
Bro, the series after 52 chapters, it's getting canceled, bro.
Damn, bro, viewership just wasn't like that.
Yeah, the sales weren't really there. People aren't really fully invested into it. It didn't even make it past. It basically got to 1 year and then it got axed.
Sheesh, bro. I mean, do you know anybody that watched it? And do you know anybody that like has any opinions on it
I haven't talked to
personally?
it's actually read it, so I couldn't tell you. But bro, like if a series is done by somebody that's hasn't had another successful career, another successful series, you could assume that it's good. You know what I mean? So it just kind of sucks to see.
Yeah, exactly. Ah, damn, bro. Usually, I feel like authors on their second hit, usually they don't get cut like that, right?
Yeah, just speaking from experience, where Masashi Kishimoto, the author of Naruto, he had his second series, and that one was also axed. It's called like Samurai 6. That one was cut. So
Sheesh.
it does happen. Not always, but it does happen.
Yeah, I mean, it just goes to show you that some stuff just hits, some doesn't.
Yeah. All right. You want to move on to the next one?
Let's get it.
All right. Next up, we got Kingdom. It's getting a sixth anime season. It is coming out this October 2025. Bro, we've been talking about Kingdom for a minute for how popular it is in manga sales. We keep seeing it over and over again in the top 10 selling manga of all time for the week or for the year rather. Not all time, but for the
Is-
year.
Isn't it like a super old anime? I mean, manga?
It's not necessarily that old. I don't know exactly when it started, but it's probably a couple years after One Piece, if I had to guess. The first anime came out in 2012, so it's definitely way before then.
Sheesh. And then they're on their sixth season?
Yeah, it came out in 2006.
Damn, bro. That's older than my nephew.
Damn, bro.
Sheesh. But yeah, they're getting their. When is that coming out?
October 2025.
God damn. It's actually a while from now.
Yeah, it's
But
not too bad.
we'll keep you guys updated as, we get more information on it for sure.
Yeah. This is one that I've been wanting to read or watch, but 6 seasons, bro. It's gonna take a little bit of commitment, bro.
Yeah. So is that 6 seasons for the anime or is that like for the manga? Hmm?
Yeah, it's pretty deep, bro. 6 seasons of the anime is starting to get up there, bro.
Honestly, that's something I'd probably want to start from because I like the long.
Okay, okay. I did promise somebody in our Discord. If he starts it, I'll start it, and if I start it, he starts it. So I don't know, man. If he starts it, I mean
What?
this series.
Kingdom?
Yeah.
Okay. I might have to join you guys on this one.
Oh, word.
Just might
All
have
right,
to become a triple threat.
let's get it. All right, you want to move on
Let's
to the
get
next
it.
one?
Let's get it.
So the next one is kind of a cool collab. We got Godzilla, and then we got the Marvel Universe. So there is a new series, a new comic book series coming out called Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe.
God damn, bro. Godzilla is not that strong, bro. Like, what?
No, it's I could tell you that too, right? But I feel like this is like the Marvel universe colliding with like a little bit of Japanese culture because we know how much they love Godzilla, right?
True.
And it's not like a super long comic. It's like 5 issues. So it's not overly crazy, but like at the same time, it's got to be interesting to the right demographic.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably just like a quick little short series of just it's honestly like a movie almost.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
But
First,
yeah, I mean,
this is
I just
yeah,
want to
what's
see
up?
how long kind of Godzilla lasts in this.
Right? I was gonna say, personally, I think that this is more catered for the Japanese people that aren't too into the Marvel universe, you know what I mean? And Godzilla is something that they really like, so that might do well for them. Vice versa, um, it might do good in the United States where people like Marvel and not really Godzilla.
Yeah. I mean, Godzilla is also a hit here too. So, um, I mean, it's just a good series overall, generally. Yeah.
Yeah, for
We
sure.
got Spider-Man in here. We got the Hulk, Wolverine. Wolverine is unkillable. Bro, what? We got Thor, and that's pretty much all I can name. This Fantastic Four dude.
Are you a Marvel guy or a DC guy?
I'm honestly a One Piece guy, but
There's not an option.
probably DC, bro. Not gonna lie.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not like the biggest like superhero fan in general, but if
Yeah.
I were to pick one, I'd probably pick DC.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on
I
to the
feel like I feel like DC is just a bit like for the older audience, a bit. You know what I mean?
yeah, I could see that. All right, you want to move on to the next one?
Yep.
All right. All right, so the next piece of news is pretty cool. Detective Conan is reaching its 30th anniversary, and they're doing like a little bit of a project for it. They haven't announced what it is or when it's coming out, but just the fact that they reached 30 years is a huge accomplishment. The mangaka of Detective Conan is great friends with the mangaka of One Piece, and of course, both their series are about 30 years old. So shout outs to them. Shout out to Detective Conan.
Damn, bro. Detective Conan is older than us.
Right, bro?
Yeah.
All right, you want to move on to the next one?
Let's get it.
All right, so we got some gaming news here, bro. This one's kind of crazy, bro. But obviously it's not unforeseen. It's something that's gonna happen. Sony is raising the price of their PS5s in Europe, Australia, and New Zealand. So firstly, bro, inflation is gonna happen. The whole tariff situation, which I don't really know if affects this because this is other countries, but wouldn't you think like older products, like aren't they supposed to go down in price? So why are they raising their price? That's kind of the question I have here.
They're raising their prices in for the PlayStation?
Yeah, the PS5 in four different countries, or I guess two countries and one continent.
Um, I mean, I don't know, bro. Mm, is like the demand is still that high
It's
where
got to be, right?
where like the supply is still so low. That's insane, bro, because it's been like that since the beginning of the PS5 like coming out, right?
Yeah,
That's kind of wild. Why would Australia and New Zealand though? Like they probably have to pay like different prices than us to get it into their country and shit, you know?
yeah. It's listed as $950 for the Blu-ray disc drive version in New Zealand.
Yeah, bro, just get a PC, bro. What are you doing?
I don't know, man. At the end of the day, bro, like you would think like that prices should go down. Like just hypothetically, right? If you think about a TV, right? Like a flat
Yeah.
screen TV, TVs are getting better and better, and the prices of them over time go down because they get better and better. You know what I mean? So I would
Yeah.
expect the same to happen to a PS5. And it's just like, nah, bro, it's not happening, bro. It's weird. I don't know.
It's kind of crazy though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. But you want to move on to the next one, bro?
Yeah, let's get it. I
Um,
feel bad for the Aussies though.
Yeah, yeah. The next thing, bro, the next story actually kind of coincides somewhat. The Nintendo Switch 2 pre-orders are open. They were supposed to come out earlier, but because of the tariffs impact, it kind of pushed that back. And with that being said, people were kind of worried about when the Switch would actually release because they didn't exactly know with the whole tariff situation. The reason why the pre-orders were kind of pushed out a little bit later than it was supposed to be was because they didn't like Nintendo themselves didn't know like should we change the price? What should we do with the whole tariff situation? So I don't know, bro. A lot going on here.
it is kind of crazy, bro. The world's in a crazy place right now, and we'll just have to see what happens, you know?
Yeah. But either way, you can still get it. Like it's still pricey. It was like $450 for the Switch 2. Still pricey, but like it's not like I don't know, it's not $1,000. So I'm not complaining per se,
Yeah, no, that would be wild. $1,000 for a PS5 is kind of crazy.
right? All right, let's move on to the next one.
Yep.
All right, so have you been watching the new season of My Hero Academia, the spin-off?
No, I haven't, not yet.
Okay, I've actually been watching it, bro, and it's pretty solid. It's got like a comic book feel to it. Like, like you ever watch those TV shows where like somebody hits and it says power inside? Or like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's got elements of that, and it's definitely a fun watch. Um, I would definitely recommend watching. It's fun. It's something that's not too serious, but it's a vibe.
Would you compare it to like a cartoon?
It's still an anime, but it does have little cartoon elements to it. It's fun though.
Sheesh, okay. Have you watched it?
Yeah, I've been watching it. I'm up to date. I think only like 4 episodes dropped so far.
Damn, bro. I bet. I'm about to watch this too.
So, so yeah, the news for it is it's getting a spin-off manga. So the spin-off itself is getting a spin-off manga. That's that's a one-shot story.
Wait, what?
So the My Hero Vigilantes is a spin-off, so that's also getting a spin-off of that,
So we got a spin-off of a spin-off?
essentially.
What the hell is going on?
I know, bro. It's funny, man, but it just kind of goes to show you how honestly how good the My Hero verse is, bro, to be able to do all these spin-offs.
Yeah, I mean, My Hero as a concept has people hooked, bro. What can I say?
Yeah, no, it's a dub, bro. The anime itself for My Hero is good, entering its final arc, and then the spin-off has been pretty good too. So I like it, bro. I'm loving
I'm loving
it.
it.
All right, you want to move on to the next one?
Yeah.
All right, so the next story is about another anime series that's actually just coming out this season as well. We're talking about Kowloon Generic Romance. The manga is entering its final arc. Personally, I've been watching this as well. I thought it was going to be a romance, but it's actually not. It's kind of like a psychological mystery, if I had to put it in a specific genre. It's good though.
Have you watched it?
Yeah, so far like 3 or 4 episodes are out, and I've been watching it weekly. It's good.
Damn, bro. So much shit's coming out. Thank God I just finished you know, I just finished what do you call it?
IQ?
IQ, so I should be good to start up another.
Yes, sir. I don't
And
know. I don't know if you'd like this one per se. This one's more of a like a mystery. Like to be honest, bro, I've been chatting with people in our Discord, bro, about like what's going on, and we all don't really have an idea. We have theories, but we don't. It's like one of those series that like so much shit happens at once, and it's confusing. So I've been enjoying it though.
hell yeah, bro. I feel like everything once you dive in a bit deeper and stuff more episodes come out, it'll everything will start clicking.
All right, let's move on to the next one. Next one is another manga series that's actually ending. It's To Your Eternity. That is ending in the next volume. Again, the anime for this, I think the third or fourth season it was, got announced. I think it's the fourth season or the third season. Shit, I can't remember. But either way, the newest season got announced for October 2025. So with the manga ending very soon, it's only a matter of time before they finish the anime as well.
Damn, bro. Have you indulged in this at all?
Yeah, so do you remember this is the one that we were talking about where like it's like an orb that transforms into a human and then it kind of just transcends throughout time and learning new things about humans and stuff like that.
So what does it do with all this information?
It adapts, bro. So like it starts off like a kind-hearted person. I don't want to spoil anything like that, but this is how it starts off. Because the first person he met or the orb met was a kind-hearted person, so it started off that way.
Interesting concept. I feel like it's an untapped concept.
Yeah, no, it's definitely fun, bro. I've been enjoying it.
Hell yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next one.
Yep.
All right, so this is kind of a small little update in actually, to be honest, the entire anime industry here. anime and manga industry. So have you heard of the Line Manga app?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so essentially the Line Manga app is uh Webtoon's version of like a Japanese language service. So what they do is they help people create webtoons, and they partner the creator up with like a Japanese studio, so they're able to create their own content. So this app in particular has become the top grossing app in Japan for the first part of 2025. So it's kind of crazy, bro. A lot of people are starting to create their own webtoons, their own stories, and you never know when the next one might get adapted to an anime.
That's kind of crazy, bro. The fact that this is allowing a lot more essential anime to be, created
Mhm.
with people that don't like it's just making everything more efficient per se.
Yeah, no, I love it, bro. Like the more mediums we have, I think the more stories we can get. You know what I mean? Sometimes it turns into a quantity versus quality issue, but at the end of the day, for the most part, I feel like the best of these usually get anime adaptations. So I guess in a way it's kind of like a filter, but some of these stories are getting anime adaptations. So and some of them have been really good. So I've been enjoying it.
Hell yeah, bro.
All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, so
Yep.
we're getting a new anime film. It's called Daisy's Life, bro. I saw the cover picture and I was like, yo, what the fuck, bro?
What is that?
Dude, I'll read the synopsis, bro. Ready?
Yeah.
Daisy's life follows the emotional journey of a 6-year-old girl named Daisy who loses her mother in a tragic accident and struggles to adapt to life with her aunt. One sleepless night, she encounters a mysterious girl named Dahlia at her window. Their days together begin to transcend time and space, bringing a cosmic perspective to Daisy's modest life in a downtown yakisoba restaurant.
That was a weird synopsis.
Bro, but like I feel like these type of stories in these type of synopsises are usually like Studio Ghibli type of synopsises. It's like some some basic kid or whatever, something crazy happens, and then they transcend, as the synopsis said, time and space, and like weird shit happens. I feel like it gives me very Studio Ghibli vibes.
I mean, I haven't really watched any Studio Ghibli stuff, so I wouldn't really know, but it was super vague.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I would definitely tell you to watch one if you can, like a Studio Ghibli one, bro. You might enjoy it, you might not, bro. I don't know if this is really your type of vibe.
To be honest, probably not. This kind of reminds me of when I was in third grade and I got my recorder. Did they have that for you? For you guys? Did they have like flutes or recorders or
Yeah, we had recorders and then we got like flags, or not flags, belts for each level that we accomplished. So we did like I remember it was hot cross buns. If you're able to play that, you get like a white belt across your recorder.
bro, that's mad nostalgia right there.
For real, bro.
Hot cross buns, one a penny, two a penny, hot cross buns. Bro, what the hell? Why do I remember that shit?
That's actually crazy, bro.
Yeah, that shit was I remember the finger movement. It was 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
That's crazy.
Good times.
I remember they had like a next level to that song, or like a different song, and I totally forgot that one, bro.
Yeah, to like build off of it basically. Yeah.
Good times.
But yeah, let's get on to the next one, brother.
All right, next one is mad hype, bro. It's very different, but it's hype, bro. So we're getting a new Chinese animated series coming to Crunchyroll starting April 23rd, which, as the recording of this video is today, all episodes are available now. This series actually came out last year, but we're finally getting it on Crunchyroll. I don't think it was accessible anywhere else. The name of the series is called Left Hand Layup, and this is a basketball anime.
Damn, bro. That is kind of crazy. I like the animation right here, like the not the animation. What do you call this? The drawing, the imagery right here.
Yeah.
Um, I feel like lefties are always kind of crazy in ball too. And I know China's big into uh basketball in general, so this is about to be a good one, bro.
Yeah, I watched the trailer, bro. This shit looks sick, bro. Like the dude was doing like a crossover, bro. He hit that crossover mid-air. He flipped it from his right hand to his left off the glass, and they stopped it right there because they didn't show if the guy blocked it or not. But I was like, yo, I'm watching this shit, bro.
God damn, yo. I mean, I might have to start watching that too. Hike. And what's good is it's playoff season, so
Sir, bro.
it's kind of like it goes hand in hand.
Yeah, I don't know. We have. I don't know if we have any Chinese players in the league at the moment. Like I know Edie is Chinese or he's like half Chinese, but I don't know. He's not from China. He's from Canada.
My goat, Jeremy Lin.
Bro, he's been out the league for
I know
man.
he's been I know he's been out the league, but that's the goat. That's the NY goat right there, bro.
Mm, mm, mm.
For a short period of time.
Well,
But
to be honest, more of a Boston boy, bro. You know, went to school in Harvard, bro. No,
I
I always
mean,
gotta make this a Boston versus New York thing, bro.
honestly, Carmelo's our goat though.
All right, yo, you want to move on to the next one?
Look at it.
The Zero Rings Mellow. Not playing, playing. Next up, we got a new anime series. It's called A Witch's Life in Mongol. Um, this one is going to be produced by Science Saru, which, by the way, this animation studio has been picking up OD anime, and they have a very nice animation style. Like their studio is pretty good, and I feel like I haven't heard of them until recently. They're the ones that did Don to Don, so you already know the animation is going to be crazy.
Jeez, bro. It does look pretty sick. It looks out of the ordinary.
Yeah,
Something
so
we don't normally see, you know what I mean?
yeah, so I can read you the synopsis, bro. This story in general is very out of the ordinary. It's not something you ever see in any type of manga, to be honest.
You know what it looks like? It looks like a children's book.
Okay, yo, so let me read the synopsis. You let me know what you think, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. The time, the 13th century. So it takes place in 13th century. The place, Yeki Mongol Ulis, the greatest empire the world has ever known. The woman, Fatima, hailing from Persia, where medical technique and scientific knowledge have been perfected beyond all precedent. Fatima's desire for a stage where she can put her knowledge to work has brought her to a palace of the Mongols, where she falls under the wing of Turanjin, the sixth wife of Ogedai, second great Khan, a mighty woman with complicated feelings about the direction of the empire. These two women are the axle upon which the politics of the palace and soon the very world will turn.
Damn. I like it.
Yeah, so it sounds like these two women are about to fuck up the entire empire. Some crazy shit about to happen, bro.
That dude has 6 wives?
I mean, he might have more, bro. I don't know, bro.
That's kind of crazy. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It sounds chaotic. It sounds hectic. It sounds adventurous. I like it.
Yeah, bro. I just want to see some crazy shit happen to like you ever like those series where like they have a crazy empire or something's like at the peak of its powers and then you got two people that just are like one person that just fucks everything up. I don't know. I like those type of stories.
Like brings down the empire basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I think this one's gonna be fun.
Like some revolution type.
Yeah, some revolution type, exactly.
It's kind of like Attack on Titan.
Yeah, exactly. That's a perfect example. Yeah.
It's like Eren with his revolution starting. That's yeah.
All right. You want to move on to the last final story for today?
Let's get it.
All right. So the last one is another new anime. It's coming out in 2026. It's called, God damn it. I was going to read the Japanese for a second to stop myself. It's called Kanan is Simple-Minded in the End.
Sheesh, bro. They calling her a kind of Ed?
Nah, so basically, it's a story about a demoness who infiltrated human society as a high schooler to partake of delicious souls. Basically, she just be eating souls or whatever. And then one day she has her eyes set on a particular boy, and before one thing leads to another, she becomes his girlfriend. So yeah, that's basically what the story is about.
So I interpreted simple-minded in a different way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, probably something I wouldn't watch, but what are your thoughts?
Yeah, same here. If it turns into like a romance or like a rom-com, maybe I'll give it a chance, but like I don't know, bro. I'm not too big on like demonesses and stuff like that. It's just not my cup of tea.
It's like an everyday thing, right?
Yeah,
Demons, ghosts, spirits.
right, right.
Japanese people love being haunted.
Is that your take, bro?
That's my take, bro. They like the extracurricular shit or extraterrestrial shit.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of series that are coming out with that with those themes in
Bro, remember how when we talked about The Grudge? This is like
it. Yeah,
this is what I mean. Like they just love this like demon spirits, uh Onis, you know?
yeah.
Yeah, that's just devil fruits. Like, bro, what? But yeah, I think that wraps it up for today.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today. We had some new anime coming out. We had some interesting stories with price raises for different gaming systems and whatnot. We had some good stuff today, and some bad stuff to be honest. But with that being said, that's gonna be it for this episode. Make sure you guys stay tuned. Again, this episode came out a little bit late, but it's all good. We got you guys next week with even more anime and manga news. But with that being said, thank you guys for listening. Be sure to check us out on our Discord, and that's gonna be it for this episode. Until next time, peace.
Peace.